What if I told you you could get an all expenses paid trip to Hawaii? I'm Dave Crenshaw, and it's time to pick Dave's brain. This week's question comes from John in Montevideo, Minnesota. He asks, how do I get my team to buy into my vision for growth and the reward of a trip to Hawaii in 2 years? Well, this is a fun question, John. It's also very specific. The idea is that we can get your employees to work harder and be more motivated in the company by giving them this trip. We'll come back to the trip to Hawaii in just a moment. First of all, I want to talk about the vision. Establishing a vision, in my opinion and experience coaching business owners, is the most motivational thing that you can do for your employees. They want to feel that they are a part of a winning team that is going somewhere. Now, the problem that many entrepreneurs run into is they have this idea in their head of where things are headed, or they may have even talked about it in a meeting. However, just because you talked about it or thought about it doesn't make it real, especially in the minds of your employees. No, in order for it to be real to them, they have to have something tangible in their hands. They need something written. A company vision document that spells out in clear prose form where the business is going to be in 5 years or 10 years, whatever you decide, is helpful because then it helps it make it real for everybody else. So in this one-page document, you want to describe some specifics in clear language. What are we going to be doing? How long is it going to take? How many locations do we have? How many employees will we have? What kind of customers will we be servicing? Our sales numbers, that kind of information. If you give it to your employees in a concrete way, then they can see it and then they can buy into the vision. Now, the trip to Hawaii. In my upcoming book, The Power of Having Fun, I talk about one of the biggest mistakes that companies can make when it comes to motivating people, and that is to assume that what motivates the leadership is the same as what motivates the employees. Now, arguably, a trip to Hawaii is going to motivate most people. But what if you've got a few employees who would much rather go camping in the mountains? Or if they would just rather stay home and watch Netflix? The idea is we want to figure out what motivates them and use that. So a more powerful question you might want to ask after creating the vision is, what would be meaningful to you as a reward if we achieve that vision? You might be surprised. It might be a trip to Hawaii, but it also might be a percentage of profits or a raise. It might be something far less expensive and time-consuming than a trip for everyone to a remote location. There's a truth that's as old as time, and it was taught by Dale Carnegie in How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is, if you want to motivate people to do something you want them to do it in terms of their self-interest. Make the connection between your vision and what your employees want most, and you'll find that they're much more likely to get excited about it. Thanks for the thought-provoking question, and if you have a question you'd like me to answer, all you need to do is click on the button at the bottom of this video or go to davecrenshaw.com/ask, and I'm excited to answer your thought-provoking question.